Richard here. So in this review, I'll talk to you about Storm. Now, Storm is due to be released on the 7th of October at 11 AM Eastern, and it comes from Venkata Ramana. Now, this is a very simple software that allows you to create WordPress-style blogs and pins for Pinterest. So we're going to go through the product. I'll show you exactly how this works, and then we'll talk a little bit about the sales page and really the kind of disconnect between what they're saying on the sales page and what you actually get. So guys, these reviews are based on my own opinion, based on many years online buying products just like this one. And the idea of the reviews is you just get a little bit more information before you go ahead and decide to purchase any kind of software online. During this review, I'll give you a few suggestions as well for other resources that you can use that will achieve exactly the same as this product does, which in my opinion will be much better quality. So guys, if you haven't been over to my channel before, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. Take the time to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I can let you know whenever I produce new videos. And guys, if you're serious and you want to build a business online using affiliate marketing, go ahead and click the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, and I'll take you through the whole process completely for free, step by step. So guys, we're going to go ahead and look inside this software, but basically it's promising that you're going to go ahead and earn $25 to $50 every 5 minutes simply by copying and pasting and then rinsing and repeating. So they're enjoying PayPal Cash on Demand. They're saying they've made over $204,000 with this software. It's one click to start receiving profits. They're saying thousands of users are already making money with this, which is interesting because this site was actually registered on the 18th of September, which is only 2 weeks ago. I think that's stretching the truth a little bit. Even fresh off the street beginners are profiting. Get paid $250 if you don't make money with Storm, and it's a 180-day money-back guarantee, which, guys, if you scroll right to the bottom of this, they wrap you up in knots with this guarantee. Basically, if you've tried everything, if you contacted their support, if the software works, then you're not going to get your money back because they don't guarantee any financial results on this page. If you're new to these types of products, you need to understand that everything on the sales page, anything that mentions finances, is not guaranteed. It's mostly made up, guys. So let's jump into the actual software itself. I'll show you what this does. Now, the software itself is just basically this VIP training, which is actually just a 5-minute Vimeo training, which shows you how to use the blog builder and how to use this Pinterest builder, which is basically what this is. And then you go ahead and have your list of upgrades here, which they really wanted to go by these upgrades rather than the front end. And then you can go and get support here. If I click on their support, this is their actual knowledge base for their support, and then you can log out here. So the idea is you have a blog builder here, and you can go ahead and create a blog. Now, these blogs are all going to be subdomains of this Storm app, which I said was created 2 weeks ago. So they're all going to be subdomains of this, which is how they're creating all of these different sites. So you've got to understand that if you're a complete newbie, you haven't got control over when this blog actually is up and when it's going to be down, because they're the ones who are going to be in control of it. So you lose that ownership of your own work. If they decide to take this down for whatever reason, your blog is completely gone. Also, when you go to some of the paid services, which I'll show you afterwards and recommend, you will find that they're paying for the support from those services, because websites are notorious for going down. All sorts of different reasons for that. And if you haven't got good support and you are serious about building a business online, you're going to get in trouble very quickly. And I can bet you their support is non-existent on these types of products. So what you need to do is go ahead and just create a blog. So I've already done one here. I created this test 13. And basically this is on the front end only going to allow you to create 5 blogs. So what you end up doing is you end up creating this very simple blog. If I just go back into the dashboard, you have this blog area which you'll have created, which is a WordPress site. And then you can go ahead and change the theme on this. You can do all the stuff that you usually do on the actual WordPress sites. Now, in the training, it mentions nothing about how you actually go ahead and do anything with this blog. All it says is they've got a really nice theme for you can use, and then they kind of leave you to it. So if that's the only video that's going to be in the training, it lacks any kind of training about WordPress and how you go ahead and use that and how you change your theme. I only won't manage to work it out because I've got a WordPress site myself. And it also doesn't mention anything about how you actually make money with anything that you're doing on here, as far as creating a blog or creating pins, how that actually ends up making you money. The assumption is you already know that. And quite frankly, guys, if you already know that, you won't be buying cheap products like this to try and create that. So there's a big gap in the training, which I'm hoping by the time they release this will be filled, because there's huge gaps there if you're a beginner that you're just going to be completely lost and not have a clue what to do with this. But essentially what they're doing is they're using this theme here. This theme is called the Alanza magazine theme, and that's the theme they're going to use to actually create the blog, which is fair enough. It's going to be a free theme. You could download this on any WordPress site and it ends up looking like this. You can have different looks and feels for it, but it'll end up looking like this. And you go ahead in the background, you can change all of these different elements, and basically just like you can on any kind of WordPress site, you can create a site. So if for whatever reason, once I show you the hosting, you can't afford the hosting, this is how you could do it. So that's the overall look and feel of the blog. Obviously, I'm not going to teach you how to build the blog themselves. If you go ahead and purchase this, I'm hoping they mention that in the training. The second part of the VIP training, which is that 5-minute video, is this Pinterest pin creator. You're going to make a lot of money with Pinterest. That's the only way this is going to work. So when I just look at the Pinterest accounts actually connected to this, you'll see that this one here, Venkata, with this strange username underneath here. If I go on to Pinterest, this is that account, and it's not being used to pin any pins. So I'm not sure how they're making this money when these guys who are using this so-called account aren't actually making any kind of money themselves. If I just search for this guy, do the same thing, this profile is coming up. Let's have a look at this one, and again, absolutely nothing is being posted. So I'm not very confident these guys are actually using this software to make thousands and thousands of dollars, guys. But the idea is you can come into here and you can create pins. So I just come over here and I create some kind of campaign, and it'll allow me to search for pins and then copy those pins, use them as inspiration. I've seen this in lots and lots of different products before, where basically it allows you to use a pin as an inspiration. The issue with this is, like any of these types of social media sites, yes, it's a good idea to use kind of existing pins as inspiration for your work, but it doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere near the success, because these guys have got very, very big Pinterest accounts. They're posting on an extraordinary regular basis. That's the only way Pinterest really works, if you really put a lot of content into it and they understand exactly what they're doing. So it can be a bit tricky. I agree that it is a nice thing to have, just so you understand the type of pins you could use, but it's not going to make you instantly successful. So if I pick this 20 keto salad one here, I'm going to add this for inspiration, and then what should happen is this should bring this across to the editor. Now I've had some issues with this before in not actually bringing it across, and as you can see now, I've just ended up with a blank editor again. So not sure why that's not working, guys, but the idea is that you would bring that across to this, and this would be your editor. Then you can start using all of these different options to start creating things and putting things onto this canvas here. I'm not seeing this working at the moment, but let's just assume that it does. I'm going to recommend a much better tool than this, guys. So that's the idea of the Pinterest piece, and then you basically schedule those pins once you have your campaigns. If I just go back to the campaigns piece, and that's really what this tool is about. Again, it doesn't teach you anywhere how you actually make money through doing this. It just allows you to build a pin and then go ahead and schedule it, which you can do in multiple different places online. Now, I would just go ahead and use Canva, guys. You've got to use Canva for your pins if this is the way you want to go to make money. It's such an easy thing to do. You just come over here, put pins in here, and you got all of these different options that you can go ahead and use, and just go ahead and click on this. You've got a really nice editors. You can add videos to these pins. You can use all of these different types of pins, and then once you go ahead and finish, you can just publish to Pinterest, all completely for free. You don't need some kind of software to do this. Basically, you just go ahead and publish this into Pinterest. It's got a title. You can put your description there. You can put a destination website there, which could be a link back to some kind of landing page, and you can click publish. And that's the way that you would use Canva to make money with Pinterest. So guys, as usual, when I look through these types of softwares, there's really no need for this. If you want to go ahead and create a blog, this software itself is going to cost you $17 on the front end, which is cheap. But then once you start going through the upsells, which I'll go through with you, you're going to spend potentially hundreds of dollars on this piece of software. For hundreds of dollars, you can come over to many, many different sources online. I use something called SiteGround. They got a WordPress hosting package for £2.99, which is nearly $5 a month. And you get all of this with free SSL, with really good support. All of this you can get just for $2.99 a month. The other place you can go is just go to Namecheap. We're going to buy a domain anyway, and you can use it for $2.85 a month. Again, about $4 a month, and very, very similar type of support and great platform. And you can try both of these for free. That would be my recommendation if you're a complete newbie. Stay away from these silly type of softwares that are promising you you're going to make a lot of money. Do it yourself, guys. Make your business your own. Have your own domain. Use your own hosting, and then use one of these big guys like SiteGround. I like SiteGround because of their support, or multiple others, to actually build your websites. You will find that, one, if you start putting articles on there, they've got a much better chance of ranking because it's your own website. It's going to be unique content. If you use theirs, guys, and it's a subdomain, it will never rank organically. You'll always have to send a link for it. And then two, you'll get much better support of these types of guys. So that would be my recommendation, and to be honest, I would stay well away from Storm. Again, when I come back to the actual sales page, based on the fact that I just showed you that very, very simple software that, to me isn't really working, where does $25 to $50 come from every 5 minutes? What they're trying to say is by having a website and posting pins, that's the amount of money you're going to make. Yes, it's possible. It's going to take a long time to build that up, guys. You've got to be on Pinterest for a very long time before you get to see the type of traffic that's going to bring you that type of money. There's a total disconnect in the training. There's no training on here that tells you how to actually make money with this. Thousands of users are making money with this. It's nonsense. The thing has only been online for 2 weeks. There's no way thousands of people are already using this. And guys, I would question every single part of this sales page as being complete and utter BS. And the other line on here, we've discovered a loophole, one that's worth $39 billion. It's literally talking to children when you look at lines like this, because they're so nonsensical. You've got to understand that these are completely made up. I don't even think these are pulling people's emotional strings anymore. People can see through these types of lines from a mile off these days because it's clearly nonsense. So guys, let's have a look at the OTOs, just because I am doing a full review on this, so I want you to make sure you got all the information you need. The front end is $17. Storm Unlimited, the OTO 1, is $67. Experience Storm without limits. It might work if you actually buy that version. Storm Automation, the OTO 2, is $47. Storm Overnight Traffic is OTO 3, is $97. Want to send you 5 to 10,000 extra visitors from our traffic source so you can make 7,000 additional monthly revenue. Why don't they just use that to sell this product then, instead of paying affiliates? If they had that much traffic they could send that was actually buyers. Storm done for you, OTO 4, wanted to set up and fine tune your Storm account, $197. Storm 1 hour profits, OTO 5, $47. And Storm reseller license is $47. So guys, I will put this in the description below, only for information purposes only, guys. I'm not going to recommend this product in any way. So guys, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. You listen, it does work. If you want a very, very cheap blog builder and you want to have somewhere you can make your pins, I guess this is going to be okay for you. But if you're really serious and you want to make money online on an ongoing basis, you need to have your own website, you need to have your own hosting, and you need to do these things professionally, and you need to have control of all of your online assets. So guys, I hope that was valuable to you. My name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to the channel before, don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I produce new videos. And guys, if you're serious and you want to build a business online using affiliate marketing, go ahead and check out the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, and I'll take you through the whole process completely for free, step by step. Until next time, guys, take care.